Previously on Reintarnation, our heroes raced back to Crunlow Keep. Mavis and William woke up in Swedgen a little bit late and decided to race into the Hive. They crossed the Dust Bridge. William decided to stay at Crunlow Keep, and Mavis raced across all around the thoroughfare into the Hive, meeting up with his companions. Waits Crunlow had just finished giving a speech, and Mavis had told everyone that the Church of the Living was on their way to invade the keep. Our heroes then raced back to the keep, dodging Ankeg and dust storms and panicked people until they finally got to the keep, where they saw that the Church of the Living leader was actually Lilith. But what awaits our heroes? Find out right now on Reintarnation.
Hell yeah.
Amazing.
I'm scared.
Hell yeah.
Scared.
All right. Welcome back, everyone, to Reintarnation. I'm Tyler, your Dungeon Master. With me are, as always, our amazing players, Sage, Bella, Sebastian, Kate. We've got Sunday behind the camera on comms. She's the guy in the chair. It's amazing. Hello, welcome, everybody. It's been a very long day, and it's very cold outside. There's a ton of snow out. Welcome. We're going to start, as we always do, with fun facts. This time, we are starting with Hex.
Oh.
Hex, do you have a fun fact about yourself, Rose?
Shit.
Hex's fun fact is no.
No.
Hex's fun fact is that he's not fun.
Man. I'm blanking right now. I've never blanked.
All
Can
right,
we come back to
We'll
me?
come back to you. We'll come
I'm
back
so
to you.
sorry.
We'll come back to you. We'll go to Belle next. Belle, do you have a fun fact about yourself for us?
I do.
Amazing.
Belle's fun fact is that she genuinely loves vegetables. She's never met a vegetable she doesn't love.
Wow. That's great. That's amazing.
Yep.
That's great. Thank you, Belle. All right. Leah, you are next. Do you have a fun fact about yourself for us?
I do. Okay. Leah, she always has her nails painted, and it's always a dark green color. It's dark green because she uses the dye from her plants at the Grove to make the nail polish color herself. That way she feels more connected to the plants in her home at all times, no matter where she is.
That's so nice. That's great. Thank you, Leah. Mavis, you are up next. You have a fun fact about yourself?
Yes. I like to, if possible, eat whatever food with my hands. I don't really like using utensils because I feel like I can eat faster if it's with my hands, and a utensil feels like a waste of time. And the only one that obviously I have to kind of use the utensil for is like soup, but even that I'll just pick up a bowl usually and like guzzle it down. So
Amazing.
I prefer to eat with my hands.
Not intended, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
just
No, you're
eat
right.
it.
Yeah. Amazing.
I'm so sorry. That's so funny.
I don't know. I just like I'm the same way. I just like eating and like drinking the rest of the
It
soup.
actually like, oh my gosh, scientifically it actually helps with your digestion more because it helps you slow down when you're eating, and you can actually like feel what you're eating. So it's like preparing your body to like eat food instead of just like holding something like metal and continuing to shove it
I
down.
literally have a soup mug that I just like.
That's so
Should
smart.
we stop using
Yeah.
utensils, you guys?
Yeah.
I feel like we should in general.
I
New
think
Year's
we should.
resolution in whatever month after January this comes out, no more utensils.
No more
Mitts
utensils.
only.
No more utensils.
Yeah. Okay,
That
great.
big fork. Can't
That big fork is
coming after you.
Holy shit. Okay, great. Hex, do you
Speaking of big forks and big knives,
Big
otherwise known
forks.
as swords, Hex is vehemently opposed to naming swords. And
Whoa, interesting.
Yeah,
Oh,
does
I
not-
love that.
does not like when people name swords, does not like swords that have names.
That's
yeah.
so good. That's
Yeah.
so good.
Very much.
All right, that's great. Thank you, Hex. Okay,
welcome.
so we open up exactly where we left off, with Lilith sitting at the table. She has William's violin in her hands. And she looks at Mavis, finishing the song Sunshine that they wrote together.
Mm.
And she smiles at you, Mavis. She says, "It's so good to see you again."
I think Mavis is going to... Oh god, this is so difficult. Okay, so I think Mavis is going to like kind of look at her and then try to go to her to see if it's okay to like hug her.
She puts the violin down and she reaches over to you.
Okay. And then I'm just gonna like go in for a hug and
Yeah.
kind of like try not to cry, but just say like, I missed you so much.
Yeah. She hugs you and she says, "I missed you too. But don't you worry. Now we're gonna start to make things right. Just the two of us. I'll never tear our family apart again."
So Mavis is gonna like kind of pull away just a little bit and ask her, why haven't you like reached out to me? I thought you were gone. I thought you left the city this whole time.
So Lilith, she looks at Hex and Belle and Leah, and she does a flick of the wrist, and 3 chairs to kind of like pull themselves out, and she says, "This is quite the tale. If you'd all like to sit down."
Where is Will specifically? I don't
Will's
know.
right next to Lilith.
Conscious?
Yeah,
Good?
he's conscious.
Yeah. He's up.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
can
conscious.
he
He's
sit with
looking
us?
freaked out right now.
Can he sit next to me? Is there a chair for Will next to me, please?
So, she looks at Mavis. She says, "Can I trust this one?"
Yeah, of course.
All right. She flicks her wrist, and this other chair pulls out next to you, Belle, on the right side of the table. And she looks at William. She says, "Young William, why don't you take a seat next to your sister?" And Will very nervously gets up and walks over, takes a seat.
Okay, I want to like make sure he's sitting and comfortable and sit next to him.
Okay. Yeah, you sit. Hex, Leah, what are you doing?
Can I get an insight check on Lilith really quick?
Yeah, what are you trying to figure out?
I'm just trying to see, like, what was her plan? Like, can I kind of understand or like reverse engineer what her plan was?
With an insight check, I can give you her vibe.
Yeah, like I'm just trying to see, like, it's just very strange to me to like come here after seeing all of the destruction, and now she's calm and wants to have a conversation. It seems like she chose a specific date in order to like have this invasion of Crunlow Keep, and had that information, but didn't have information enough to know that the person that she wanted to kill, it seems, isn't here. I'm just trying to figure out what her vibe is.
Yeah.
I rolled a 16.
Yeah, so her vibe, so you notice, Hex, with a 16 on insight, that it seems like her thoughts, or like her demeanor changes, like, just like micro changes. And you notice that there are sparks of energy that just randomly appear around her.
Interesting.
It seems as though the chaos of her magic seems to be influencing everything else about her.
Okay.
She seems very happy to see Mavis. You notice that whenever she looks at anything in this room, there is a flash of fury across her face.
Okay.
But as soon as she looks at Mavis again, she's calm.
I I suppose I go to the chair and I'll wait for Lilith to sit before, as I study her, walking toward my chair and kind of gleaning this information of how chaotic she is.
Yeah.
I'll wait for her to sit before I sit. I don't want to, yeah.
Okay. And Leah, what are you doing?
With my knowledge of the undead, is there anything different about her
Oh, yeah.
than most other undead that I have seen it to have
Oh,
knowledge
yes.
about?
There's massive differences. Why don't you roll me... So, I'll let you pick the skill that you want to roll to try and get some knowledge off of her.
Okay.
And you're going to get advantage because this is your favorite enemy, and this is you trying to figure out information about your favorite enemy. So...
I guess it's a scope perception.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Great. 18, that's pretty good.
Right.
That's
So,
pretty good.
okay, so there are a ton of things different about this person. She does not act like any afflicted that you have seen. It almost seems like she's just a person, just in the body of an afflicted. Her body. So you know that when an afflicted turns is when its body starts to actually look like a full zombie, like skeletal shit.
Yeah.
Normally they look like people with colorless skin and red eyes. But Lilith looks skeletal. So you could conclude that it looks like her body turned, but her mind didn't. So that's kind of what you get from this. This is not like any undead that you've seen.
Okay. I'm just gonna turn to her. Just be like, hold my arms, be like, I think I'm just gonna stand. And I just stand at the end of the table and look at her.
Search yourself. And she sits down. With a kind of a lazy, like a plop down. She raises a hand, begins to pick up the violin, and begins to play. She plays a sweet but sad, lilting melody. And as she does, you see wisps of light begin to come out from the violin. And they begin to form images. A young version of Lilith as a child. And she says, I tried to come after you, Mavis. I thought about contacting you. But you deserve to know the whole story. And you see that the scene around this illusory Lilith changes to Corpse Town. Just a few ransacked, falling apart buildings with Lilith and her parents. And while it's all kind of just different shades of blue, you can tell that their eyes, their skin, their hair, it's different than what they were like when they were alive. And she says, my parents, they told me when I was about 4, 5, and my powers came in, that I could never let anyone know about this, that it was dangerous. And then a few years later, when we took you in, I never told them that you knew about my powers. I was having too much fun. And then when that guard saw us, he must have reported it. And the only person that would want a sorcerer wielding the pyre chaos dead. And she points right at this portrait of Waits Crunlow. He had me and my parents killed. We appeared in Corpse Town, and the image begins to move, depicting Lilith and her parents just huddled together, crying together in this building. We all knew that it would only be a matter of time before each of us turned and lost ourselves. So we wanted to spend all our time, what time we had left together, the image seems to fast forward in time. Many nights go by, many days. We were lucky. We had about a year or so before me ma turned. It was quick, as it always is, but it wasn't pretty. We sent her through the Gate of Rest, as is the custom in Corpse Town. Wasn't long after that my dad turned. Maybe a month, maybe more. I sent him through as well. And all that was left was to wait for me. Only it never happened. I remember I woke up one day, my body like this. Only I was still me. And I saw the magic all around me. It was beautiful and terrible. A swirl of color and fire. Raw energy. I could feel it throughout the whole universe. I could feel it all around me. And then it was gone. And I was like this. And I kept waiting for me mind to go, but it never did. And so then I figured, if I'm gonna be like this, I guess forever, I might as well start doing something about it. Only, if the Cronlows knew that I was still alive, they'd come in here and they'd finish the job. Because I knew there's the only thing that would scare them more than a mage like me is a mage like me that couldn't die. So I had to make up this persona. I had to gather followers. Because I wasn't going to let him get away with it, Mavis. And so I sat there, waiting, biding my time. We discovered the tunnels under Affliction. We started digging, started trying to figure out a way out of Corpse Town. And we found him. We found a way. The Ankeg, they didn't give a shite about us. We were nothing to them. We were just corpses. We left them alone, they left us alone, and we kept digging. We kept looking, we kept exploring, until we found a way out. And then, the low sheriff appears. And he tells me not only that the Cronlows are planning something big, that our time is coming. But he tells me that you've made a name for yourself. And that you're with a Cronlow. The image disappears. So you tell me, Mavis, what am I to do about all this?
I don't even know. This is so much. I'm not sure. All I know is Belle and even William have treated me so well. And I finally feel like I have a place after so long. And I'm so happy to see you, but I don't want my friends getting hurt.
So she slowly nods to herself, and she looks up at you, and she reaches out and she takes your hand, and she says, I've been waiting a long time to see you, hoping and wishing and praying even to the gods that don't exist around here that you were alive and that I'd be able to talk to you again, to see you, grab a drink with you. And she slowly puts your hand down, and she says, I too have a family now. Some of them, they're gone, but they're still here. All of them, all the rest of them, they're just waiting to go. And I think that I can save them.
Oh.
They think that they turn because of their sin. And I think that I can take it away. Now, truth be told, I have no idea. I don't think I can do anything to save him. Maybe there's something in this vault. Maybe there's something in the keep. But we don't even know what the affliction is, much less how to reverse it.
Can I above table just kind of clarify?
Yeah, absolutely.
How so does she, how does she know that it was the Crunlows that killed her and her parents?
We don't have to do that above table. Let's do that in the game.
Yeah, sure. That's great. I was trying to be like, wait, where in that story did anybody from the Crunlows actually
I think
like,
this is worth
fair.
having a conversation in game because
I think, yeah.
I think that there are different people are going to have different assumptions, but like at least coming from Belle, like she does not understand that at all, does not understand how anyone would get to that. And like I'm super happy to ask that. I just wanted to wait until we're
Take the
like I
wheel.
wanted to
Like a
let
good
Lilith
spot.
do her whole monologue.
Take
first.
the wheel.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Okay, sick. Are we in a position to like converse?
Yeah. Yeah, you're all sitting around the table and yeah.
I think Belle will say, first of all, I am so sorry to hear about what happened to you and your parents. But I want to understand more because the father that I know would not have a child and her parents killed simply because of the possibility of magic. In fact, my father has done nothing but encourage the magical powers that I have. I don't understand.
The guard that killed me and my parents, he kept telling us that he was sorry. Even as he did it, he kept telling us, I'll never forget the sound of his voice. He kept saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I don't want to do it. I have to. My dad, he told me when my powers came in who we were. His father, my grandfather, he's a Cronlow.
Yeah.
Family
What
tree.
do you mean?
I'm getting visions of the family tree back in my head.
Family tree.
Whoa!
A really beautiful and artistic tree. It's all
Bring
coming
it back. Bring it back.
together.
Yeah, it's all coming back. He says,
Oh shit!
Oh, it was the bastard.
Damn.
No, I'm.
Tree.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Damn.
Wait. So the okay, Lilith's grandfather, a Crunlow. Do I know my grandfather?
your grandfather, so...
I don't remember. Sorry. I know we did all this.
No,
with
you're
the
okay,
tree,
you're
but,
okay,
like,
okay,
It was
okay.
a mess.
No, well, we're actually, so we kind of
we can do
zoom
it in
in,
tables, yeah.
we zoom into, in the cinematic version of this, we zoom in through Belle's eye, into her cornea, and we see, flashes of memory.
Like, that's so Raven style.
Exactly, that's the Raven style, exactly. And so...
do your thing.
Yeah, and so we see flashes of Belle and the mystical misfits reading The Last Stand of Cass Crunlow, particularly the entry that says, "My brother has had a child out of wedlock,"
That's right.
which was written by Belle's great uncle.
Great, yeah.
I remember this now.
Okay.
So we
So we know exactly where in the family tree Lilith's grandfather would fit.
Lilith's grandfather is your grandfather.
Right. And we and like this isn't okay, this is obviously shocking because what the hell? But the fact of Lilith existing and this Lilith's father and Lilith, this line is not massively surprising because of the entry that we've read.
Because yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. What's more, Belle, you have another flashback. We see kind of like zooming out from that flashback and going through the mindscape to another flashback.
Out one eye and then back into
Yeah. We go out of Belle's right eye and then just kind of zoom in through the left eye, and we see another flashback that we have seen in this campaign of Belle sneaking around the house, seeing through a crack in the door, her father speaking to a constable, sending him off, and Belle opening the door, and her father speaking to her, and that was the first time that you were scared. And the first time that you lied to your father. And you remember that conversation. The conversation being... Let's see if I can pull it up. Being that the constable didn't want to do something, and your father said, you will do it, and you'll do it immediately.
Right. Okay, so it's all coming together. You really...
It's all coming together.
Tyler, you're like really good at this.
Oh.
I swear, I'm
Thank
like
you.
gagged right now. Holy
Fucked
shit.
up. What?
Mind you, y'all, remember when we found that out earlier, the way he anticipated too. So it's like you really just tied all this together. Like you are a mastermind, you.
Also, do
Thank
you
you.
remember when we were like trying so desperately to figure out the family tree, but like we were just like, wow, something doesn't make sense. Something's not quite adding up. Okay.
This is
Oh
the
my
thing
God.
that wasn't adding up.
And now it's
Okay.
it's the equation
Now
is
we're
making a
like
little
adding up.
sense.
Also, I
That's
feel
adding
like okay, so this is shocking, but also pieces are falling into place, which is huge. Okay, I'm ready.
And then
Come
we
out of
zoom
my
out
eyes,
of Belle's
please.
left eye. And we're back.
How can you be sure?
Well, I put it together myself. All the signs were there. Ordinarily, if you saw a mage, surely the answer wouldn't just be to kill him, especially a child. But the only threat to the power of the Cronlos is someone like me. And my father told me all about it after we woke up in Corpse Town.
I don't understand. My father has not told me anything about a threat. I don't understand why you would be a threat, especially if you're part of our family.
Yeah. I don't understand it either. And so part of what I was going to do when your father came back here, before I kill him, is to know why. What could I have done? And as she's saying this, Hex, you see the energy around her is beginning to get more intense. A little brighter, a little more erratic.
Mm-hmm.
What could I have done to upset all of this? What could my father and my mother have done?
I leave a I have a echo 15 feet behind me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just send it here.
Okay. Great.
I'm gonna slowly move forward towards Mavis.
Like here?
So here, yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. And you slowly move towards Mavis, and she is focused on you, Belle. It's just, What could my mother and my father have done to upset this balance of power? What could we... She begins to...
The energy's still crackling around
The
her?
energy is visible now to everybody.
Okay. I'm gonna get it within, just like right up next to Mavis.
Okay. She clocks that you're closer, and you see the energy around her. It like focuses into her hand.
As she looks at me,
Yeah.
I'll look at her and I say, "You're not the only one with powers they can't control." And with that, I'll roll to see if my face flashes.
It's pretty high now, right? Because you control
It
it.
is
Yeah.
well. It is pretty. Yeah. So I have to hit a 875. So I rolled a. What? I rolled the 00 and a 1. Is that 100?
That's no. So 00 and 0 is 100.
Oh, okay.
You rolled a
So
1.
I rolled a 1. I rolled a nat
No
1.
way.
So yeah.
Okay, great. So I rolled a nat 1
Yeah.
on that. So my face
Out of
flashed.
100.
So
Yeah.
as I
That's
say
really
this
something.
flashes and this goes back down to 15.
So
So I
with
will
a-
say
It really
on
flashes.
With
a
a
nat
1, your
it's-
face flashes so fucking hard.
Yeah, it's almost as if I'm doing it on
Wow.
purpose, but
Yeah.
since I'm just kind of releasing it, it's really
What's that thing our DM always says about dice?
They tell a story.
story.
They tell a story.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she sees your face flash, and instantly the energy just vanishes.
Mhm.
And she puts her hands on the table. She's kind of drumming it with her nails. And she says, "Are you Cromlo?"
No. No, I'm no Crunlow. A friend of one, though.
We can add a point of inspiration to the pool.
Yeah.
Some good character
Aw.
development right there.
Oh,
That was pretty damn nice.
We got 2 now.
Hell yeah.
I think he means me.
Williams, my boy.
Will is like, Will says the same exact thing in his mind.
Yeah, I'm a friend of one and only one. Maybe just fight over who? No.
Yeah. No, that's fair. He's better. Okay. I'm gonna have my hand on Will's shoulder at this point. By the way, also.
Okay.
I would
Will-
like to have put my hand on his
Yeah.
shoulder, like during the crackling energy moment.
Will leans over to you, Belle, and he says, "Surely she's delusional, right? Daddy could never do that."
Right. Well, but right. I think you're
Right?
right. There's no way. There's no way. they
There's
could
no
have done
way.
this.
Look,
There has to
I'm
be a
sure he'll be back,
misunderstanding.
and when he comes back, he will explain everything, and everything will be fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
That's why he sent you back here, right?
I'm not sure why he sent me back here.
He didn't really send us. Sorry, above table. He didn't really send us back here.
Yeah, he did.
didn't.
He
He's
like
kind of
approved
ambivalent.
us going
Right.
back. He was like
Yeah.
okay
It's
with
like,
us
yeah,
going
get out of
back.
here.
Right.
Yeah, we decided
he
to
went,
come
he went
back,
back because
but-
Belle said, "I'm scared and I want to go home."
Yeah.
Right.
Which you low-key were like, or it seemed like you were playing up so that we could just leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Thank you for.
Yeah.
No, those are my friends.
Yeah.
They know me.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the only reason why we could leave.
Okay.
And Will,
I
he says
think,
he sent you back here because he knew I was in danger, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
He
that's
did.
not...
Is this within? Is this a private conversation? I imagine I'm still like locked in. With
Yeah, you're
Lilith.
locked in with Lilith. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
But Leah, you are at the head of the table. You are not
I
locked
am.
in with anyone, and you are an elf, so you have very good hearing.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna say you get all the tea from all these from both sides of the table.
Yeah, I'm literally just like standing like this, just like staring at Lilith and Hex. They're like, what's going on? But I'm like I said, I'm listening to everything that is happening.
Yeah. So Lilith, she She says, I can't change what's going to happen.
After you died, you said you had a conversation with your father.
I did.
What did he tell you?
He told me that my powers were dangerous because we were Cronlows. He told me about my grandfather, about him, about how we'd been in hiding, he'd been in hiding. That the magic skipped him, skipped his generation, and that it must have been mine, must have been for me. And that his grandfather, my grandfather, had told him that if his line were to be public knowledge, that if the main Cronlows were to know of us, that we'd be eliminated.
But why? It does not make any sense to me. One of the most important things to my father has been the fact that I have powers. That's a huge source of pride and excitement and hope for our family. I don't understand why another line, especially when there's magic, would be a threat.
I don't understand either.
So your father didn't tell you about the nature of your powers?
He said that my magic is the opposite of what the Cronlows do.
Who would still have the book?
Last outcast Cronlow?
Yes. Would Vu still have that, or where is it?
Do I have
Bella
it? Is that
has
the
it.
one that has
Bella
all the
has it.
secret writings in it?
Secret writings? Yeah. I think Bella
that
has
I have
it
it.
was the
Belle
one
has
that
it.
Belle
talks
has it?
about like the
Belle
chaos
currently has it.
magic and
Yeah.
I
the.
have it at this
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
and the-
Belle has it in her bag right now.
So I think remembering that, I mean, I look to Belle, I think. I turn back and look to Belle, say, we have nothing but time. Do we show her the book?
I have one question first.
Yeah.
You said something. What's your plan here? I understand that you have a problem with my father, but that can't be the end of it. It can't just be revenge. With respect.
No, at first that's all I wanted. I just wanted revenge. And I still do, and I will have it. But after that, the afflicted are not a disease. They were given that name. But it's not what they are. It's not what we are. We are sick, yes, but it is not a sickness. It's a sickness of the soul. I've seen it happen. I've seen turning. I've seen what happens to people when they lose themselves. And no one has done a thing about it. No one's even tried. That's what I want. For my people. For the afflicted.
And that's what you're here for? Or you're here to see my father first?
Well, first thing is first. He will answer for the death of my family. But after that, with you here, you will be the new Baroness Cronlow when your father dies. And when he does, he will appear in Corpse Town. And he will know what it is like to be one of us. But you you will be able to actually make changes. You will be able to listen to us like you've listened to me right now. You can use your power for good instead of whatever your father's doing down in the caves.
I think honesty is important, and I want to be honest with you now. I cannot understand my father's motivation for killing you and your parents. It doesn't make sense to me. I have to think that there's something missing. There's some piece of information that you don't know. I can't believe that he would do this on purpose. But I do believe that he would lie about you. I do believe that your existence is a piece of information that he would hide from me. I don't know why, but I can tell that that could be true. If you're part of my family, I want to answer these questions together. I want to understand what is going on. I see your vision, and I want to realize it too.
So then what will you do when your father comes back? Will you stand in my way, Lady Crunlow? Friend of my friend, my best friend. Will you stand in my way?
I don't know.
And I guess we'll wait and see, won't we? And she, at that, she stands up. And she says, I got no interest in just sitting around if we got nothing else to talk about.
I think we have something else we can talk about.
And that is?
I'll pull out the book.
Oh. Holy shit. Alright, yeah, you pull the book out.
Sharing knowledge
Whatever.
with
Holy
a
shit.
potential big bad.
Wait, okay, so what would our relation be?
Cousins.
That's
Cousins.
my cousin. That's my cousin.
Hell yeah, that's your cousin.
Yeah, look,
Cousin.
is this a bad idea?
I say pull the book out.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
definitely
she did it.
pro. Yeah, I'm definitely
Yeah,
I mean, it's
pro.
out.
Yeah, well, it's too
Oh,
late
it's
already.
out.
It's already out. You
So-
whipped it out.
Yep, it's out.
It's on the table.
It's on the
Tyler,
table.
why are you making this? I'm scared now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so she
on the
puts the
table.
book on the table. So Lilith looks down and she looks back up at you. She says, what's this?
This is a book.
Very good, Lady Cronlow.
There's more. I'm nervous. There's information in this book that I'd like to share with you. But I want to know that I can trust you.
So she stands up and she slowly walks over. Very slowly, very deliberately, hands where you can see them. She walks over and she stops in front of Will, and she says, I'm sorry for putting you under a spell. And she walks over to you, and she says, we are family. And you can trust that I mean you no harm. Not now.
Seems fair to me. But just to be clear, can I would like to get, I don't know, like some sort of vibe on if she seems like she's lying.
Yeah, roll me an insight.
Okay. That's
6.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, that is fucked up.
That's fucked up.
So it seems like you can't really get a beat on her. I'll say that it seems like she's not mad right now.
Okay.
And she flicks her wrist, and another chair just kind of pulls up.
Okay. I want to say to her, please don't assume I'm not on your side just because I have questions for my father and for you. Okay, let's look at the book.
All right, so you open the book. So what are... As Belle cracks the book open, Mavis, what are you doing?
I kind of want to... I think I want to be, like, across from where they are, because I kind of still want to be close.
Yeah.
To where everybody is. How big is the table? Would it
It's
make more sense
quite
for me to be
large.
standing
It's
behind them, or...
15 feet wide.
It is a
Oh, fuck no. Yeah, can I-
massive table.
Can I like be in between, I guess, like, Belle
It's
and
got a
William?
40-foot table. It's massive. Yeah.
Scooch on in here.
Yeah. Mavis, you sidle up next to everybody. I'm gonna say you're like right. You sit at the corner of the table on the other side of the, or wherever.
Oh, I just want to be right in between.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm all up in everyone's business. What's
Yeah,
up,
you're all up in
y'all?
everyone's business.
Perfect.
Leah,
We're all
what are you
besties.
doing at this point?
All I know is I want a clear shot of Lilith right now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stand
Leah.
right where I'm at right now and continue just keep watch on her.
Leah, would you roll me a perception check, please?
Yes, I can.
Thank you. All right, 21. So
Okay.
with a 21,
Oh
Leah.
god.
So Lilith is looking down at the book. Leah, you see. I'm gonna focus ping everyone to that little.
Huge.
Yeah, that little exit over here.
Huge.
Oh god.
I'm afraid.
Leah, you see that Vu is sneaking around that area.
Let's freaking go.
Okay.
She makes eye contact with you, and I'm just gonna put her mini there. She makes eye contact with you, and she makes a circle in the air with her finger, and she raises her hands up. You shake your head now? Yeah. So, you see she unsheaths her sword a little bit, and she kind of makes a move. She moves her head forward a little bit at you. You shake your head no, and she sheaths it, and she just like throws her hands up in the air and slowly just like kind of stalks outside. Great. And Hex, are you also just keeping an eye out, or what are you doing?
I'm just trying to put myself in between everybody and where all of the minions went into. That
Yeah.
was over here to the left. So
Yep.
that's where I'm at. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to. That's what I'm trying to do.
Nice.
But so I guess I would clock maybe the motion of. I don't know if I do. Maybe I can roll to see if I see.
Yeah, you can roll
Vu?
a perception check as well.
Sweet. That is an 11.
So yeah, with an 11, your attention is too divided.
Bless you.
Bless you. Between
Excuse me.
Bless you.
between the closet and Lilith and everyone else. I'm gonna say so you don't really
Okay.
catch that outside.
Sounds good.
But Belle, you crack the book open. What entry? So I want you to think about what entry you want to open to.
Yeah, because there was a lot of stuff that was in that. I was actually trying to go
Yeah.
back to my notes from that session.
Yeah.
There was a lot in that. I remember there was about the chaos magic and the like.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that I was
Yes.
thinking
Right.
of. The bit about the like 2 pieces of magic and
Yep.
how the like explanation of. I feel like there was an entry that was explanations of like the chaos magic and the like order magic showing up at different generations.
Yes.
And I think I just want to start there because it would explain the existence of our two different types of magic.
Right.
And also kind of validates that we're family. I don't know if I want to like say more than that.
Well, we
Right? Like,
also
I think
had
it's-
our like post-monition.
Right.
That's
There's
right.
also the post-mission, but that had nothing to do with the book, right?
That
Also,
was
it's
with
interesting.
that was kind of with the book.
Was
That
it?
was the
Okay.
Because
book.
everyone's magic
Yeah.
interacting, and that
Right.
also had like an implication that someone in the Crunlow family past had made some sort of pact with like a devil,
Yep.
and that
Right.
might be the source of
Yeah.
Why?
I don't
the
know if I want to
affliction.
go there just yet.
Yeah, because it's
Like,
like,
because I'm trying to be gentle here. Of like, basically, I'm trying to be gentle here
Okay.
of how much we are sharing.
One of the things that I was thinking of too, because I can remember in my notes, I didn't take a note specifically saying something along the lines of like, there can only be one person with a type of magic at a time,
Right.
because we were assuming that William also had chaos
Right,
magic.
I see,
So
Yeah, which I think. Okay, so Tyler,
Ah.
You know
the
what I
thing
mean?
that which I think that was maybe all the same entry.
mhm.
I think there was an entry that sort of explained. Also, like this is like above table, but we can switch it, whatever. But
Yeah.
I think there was an entry that sort of explained the two different types of magic in the family, the chaos magic and the order magic. And I don't remember exactly all of the details that it shared, but I'm thinking of going to that because it would sort of explain the us being family thing. And I also think that's a really good point that I think that was the entry that also said like there's only one of each type at a time kind of deal or something, which
There
I
can
think
only
would
be
then
one
be
kid.
well, that they controlled. There was a control of Crunlow children, and to make sure that
Yes.
only the
Okay.
just magic.
So
Only
then
one
maybe
kid
that-
was born. That was like the
Yeah.
thing.
like basically what I'm thinking. I don't remember all the like. I think I don't perfectly remember the information, but I think this is good information to review with Lilith because potentially this would allow us to understand maybe why the existence of Lilith is a threat to Waits, or like what. Like I think this is a good entry to sort of like review all together because it should validate us as family and give us an opportunity to like digest that and
What's-
maybe answer some questions.
So Lilith was born before William, right? Or during?
Oh yeah, how old
right?
is Lilith?
Lilith
she's
is older.
younger. She's younger than me.
Yeah.
Lilith is younger
She was
than
born
us.
after.
She was born after William,
Before me?
Interesting.
but before you, I think, because you're
She
like what,
was-
24?
Belle, you're
Yeah.
24, right?
I think so.
Let me just
And
double
William's
check.
like 4
I'll
years
just say
older
in
than
your
me or
bio.
something.
Oh wait, actually, she might be
Like-
younger than you.
You're 23,
I'm 23.
and Mavis.
I'll never remember.
I'm 27 or 28. I
Is
can't remember
20.
what I put it. I think I put 27.
Yeah,
I am
Mavis.
Oh,
I
but
think you
Mavis
said
is
you were.
20.
older than Lilith.
Yeah. And Leah's 120. Very good. Yes, yes, that's very true. That's very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, so Lilith is about 5 or 6 years younger than Mavis. Maybe 7 years
So
younger.
younger
So
than
younger
me.
than you.
So Lilith would be, I think, like a year or two younger than you, Belle.
Okay. Okay. So then definitely, obviously, very much younger than Will.
Oh, well, Will is...
Let's iron this out.
Will is
Will's
older
like
than you.
31.
Will is
Yeah.
older than me.
Yeah. Will's
Bring
older
back
than you.
out the whiteboard.
Yeah,
We need our family
You know
tree.
what? Actually, tell you what, I'm gonna move
need
us
our
to
fucked
the
up
family
family
tree
tree.
line.
Oh, yeah, we
my
still have it.
We
God.
still have it. We still have it. I never took us away from it. Yeah.
Oh my
So let's move back
God.
there.
That's my family.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say so.
Okay.
So back in
Frank.
back in the game. So you crack open the book.
Yes. We crack open the book.
Right.
Yes. Okay. We're back. We crack open the book. And the entry that I want to go to is the thing that we like read a bit. I think it didn't make a ton of sense to me previously, but now it's maybe going to make more sense. The entry that we read that was about the 2 different types of magic that show up in the Crunlow family, the chaos magic and the like order magic, which is my magic.
Yeah.
And also it maybe said something about how to ensure like what happens if there are multiple kids versus one kid, and like what the family does to make sure that it has a good chance of someone having magic. I don't remember the details, but that's what I want to go to review with Lilith.
So you shine your magic, your light, onto the page, and you see in the entry it says that it boils down to that the Crunlows, to prevent a chaos magic mage from ever being born in the first place, they just had it so they would just have one child. And then if that child didn't manifest powers, then they would have another kid. And then they would just keep going until that kid manifested powers, which happens around like 3 or 4. So like they would know early.
I see. Which is why I'm like 4, 5, whatever years younger than Will.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah.
That's fricked up. Okay, anyways, yes.
So the previous entry before that like breeding like program was made.
Okay, we don't have to call it that.
No,
That's pretty much what it is, though. That's what it sounds like. Go ahead.
Like before that was like instituted, they learned, like your ancestors had learned that the Chaos Mage is unequivocally more powerful than the law, the Order of Mage.
Okay. Then what's the problem?
Way stronger, and that magic is unpredictable, and can wreak havoc, can cause untold destruction, and the wielder of that magic can then just essentially do whatever they want. There have been plenty of battles that have happened in the past where the Chaos Mage has taken out just scores, like tons of soldiers, and gotten followings, and like just it's very, very dangerous for that mage to be alive. And so they have always just put all of their effort into taking that mage out when it comes up.
Okay, so basically, I'm like looking at this and reading this, and in my head being like, oh frick, I've answered my own question about why my dad would potentially want to have Lilith killed.
Yeah.
How is Will locked in? How much is Will understanding of this?
Will,
Lock the fuck in, Will.
Is he like locked in, or is he like daydreaming?
I'm gonna roll an attention check for Will.
Yeah, can we get an attention check on Will?
It's gonna
My
be a
poor
D20.
baby.
I'm gonna give him like probably -1 on that.
There's a lot going. There's a lot.
That's an
going on for
11.
him.
That's a little better than average. So yeah, Will, he it seems like he's like, yeah, magic, and Mavis, are you okay? Like, it's like, Mavis, this is your friend, right?
Yes. This is my
Wow.
friend. Sorry, I'm just thinking William got ADHD. Yeah, but yeah, this is my friend. Yeah.
Like me for real, honestly.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna move
we
us
grew up
back
together.
To the,
I trust her.
Back to the real page.
Should be good.
I'll focus ping us back to the main
Thank you.
area.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So you, yeah. So she looks at all of this, and she looks up at you, and she says, "Is this not proof enough for you?"
Yeah. I'm getting the sense that I've answered my own question here. I'm not my father. And I'm reading this book. I'm trying to understand, but 100% of this information is information that I've just gotten within the last few days. I don't agree with this belief system and method of managing a family. but I think we're family. And I have a lot of concerns.
We are family. That is true. And your father is my family as well. Mida was your family. So was my ma. And as far as I'm concerned, so is Mavis.
I think so too.
Me too.
Lilith smiles at you. And she says, so then we're at an impasse. All we can do is wait for your dad to come back. Or we go to him.
Or
There's always another option.
and I respect your anger. And I have confusing and new feelings about my father that I'm not ready to unpack at this moment. But I think there's something bigger that we should be focusing on, and that's all of the afflicted. You said that you think you know how to fix them, how to cure them. You said that the afflicted is not a disease, that they're people too, and I agree with everything that you've said. And I think that is so much more important than any anger that we have towards my father. We don't need his permission to fix this problem.
So
And we don't have to wait to enact revenge on him to fix this problem either. I don't want to diminish your feelings. I understand, but he'll still be there. I think there's a bigger problem to focus on.
So, Belle, I'm gonna ask you to make a roll in a second. I'm gonna ask you to make a persuasion in a second.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
with the backing of your friends, you will get bonuses to that persuasion roll.
Yeah.
So Mavis, you are already, just kind of by existing, you are giving her a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Hex, the things that you have said, especially your face flash, has definitely given a big bonus to that. Leah, is there anything that you would like to do or say to add to this? Because the DC is not low for this.
Hard. I don't. Huh? It's like I can't think of anything.
That's
I
okay.
can think of something. If we can table talk this, I can.
Please.
Okay, you care deeply about everyone in this city. Think about what you and your parents provide. I think that's a huge pro to our group, that y'all are dedicated to feeding as many people as possible. I think that that's something that Lilith would really respect.
I don't.
I think the vibe is that
Well,
she wants to save everyone who's afflicted, and I think you care about the people in the city. That's the connection I'm making. And if we don't see that, that's totally okay, but that's what I'm seeing.
That's okay. And Leah, it's okay if you don't have anything to say. I will say that you feel warmth in the locket at your chest. From Celia. Celia's seed.
Okay.
Do you not?
But I'm not leading you in. I'm just giving you options.
My problem is, what Kate would do is something completely different than what Leah would do.
Yeah. I was gonna ask, do you feel like Leah would even agree
No.
that this would be
Yeah.
the right choice?
Okay,
So
no.
you also don't need to force
I-
it.
yeah.
That's totally fine. That's
No,
totally fine.
I don't
Yeah,
think
yeah.
she would say anything.
Leah is
Quite
120
honest with
years
you.
old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's seen a lot, and
She's seen a lot. Yeah.
if I'm gonna be quite honest, I personally would love to help and like be like, yes, I would love to give you something, but I know Leah, and she just wouldn't.
Totally fine.
do that
Look, and
because
that's
she still
yeah.
doesn't trust Lilith. I'm gonna be quite honest, she still does not trust Lilith.
That's
Yeah.
So she
totally
doesn't
fine.
want to give her anything.
Totally legitimate.
That's fair.
Totally
And
legitimate.
that's in her
agree.
character sheet
I
that she
agree.
does not trust people at first.
Totally legitimate.
So yeah. Sorry guys.
No, I think that's super good.
totally good.
Yeah.
Belle, I'd like you to roll me a persuasion check, please.
You got it.
What is she adding with her bonuses?
So each of you,
Hell yeah.
yeah. So each of you added 3.
Don't even
To that.
need to.
Is it 24?
So that's yeah. So that was a 24 altogether. So yeah, Lilith. She says. So she takes a deep breath. You're right. It's time we both used our powers to help. She says, she looks up and out. She looks at the door. She says, however, there are some in my flock that they came for blood. And blood has been shed already. So what now?
I wanna, honestly, I wanna look at Hex and Leah and Mavis, because I do not have an answer here.
I think Hex is gonna see. So Lilith was just persuaded away from only like toward looking for a grander cause to focus her
At
attention
least
on.
for now. Yes.
For now, before
Like, I feel like she was getting
Waits
stuck on
get
have to kill
there.
Waits first, and now we're like,
Yeah.
Waits is back burner.
right.
And so now
Yeah,
she's.
I think
Is
I
the
think
problem
Hex
that...
would say. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go. You got it, buddy.
I think Hex would say. I think at this point, Lilith, it seems to me you have many difficult decisions to make and many hard questions to ask yourself. What is the nature of how you are living at the moment? How far can you go? Why have you even stayed here if you are seemingly immortal? And would you release yourself of this curse if you could?
So she says, I have thought about what to do after. What comes next? And if I can lift this curse, then I will. For everyone. And she, you notice that the sparks, the chaos magic around her, it intensifies a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but not in an aggressive way. It seems almost like rain. The sparks are coming down like rain around her.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, it hurts to be like this. We can't eat, we can't sleep. We get no comfort in drink. We get no comfort in feeling. It's lonely.
And you think you would find comfort in revenge?
I think that my parents deserve their justice. There is nothing that I can do that will ease this pain. Val, killing your father won't make it go away. But that was my whole existence. Ever since my parents turned. That's what I focused on for a very long time. And I am going to finish what I started. We will save our people first. But just know, I will not forget. And she actually stands up, she pushes her chair out, and she says, "Now, I'm going to go out there, and I'm going to tell them to go back to Corpse Town. But I need assurances that what happened today will not be punished."
You would rob the victims of today of their justice. You see the sharp edge you walk on, Lilith.
All the blood that's on the floor right there.
The energy around her that was falling like rain, it seems to freeze and fall upwards,
Oh boy.
gathering around her like a storm cloud. And she says, "It's good. You move your echo next to Leah."
I did. Yes, I did.
That was so funny. So my head go, "Bloop."
Absolutely, the echo's gonna just slide on over to.
She says, "Do you doubt my conviction?"
I think your conviction is all your conviction's all you have. It's blinded you. I think you don't understand. You don't understand the nature of your magic. You don't understand the nature of who you are. You understand the nature of pain, and you want that to go away. I understand. The woman who raised me killed my entire family. There are things beyond revenge.
Where is Boo right now? Is Boo still in the...
She's
still in the atrium.
She's just like, is it
Can
go
she hear
time?
us?
Is it go time yet?
Vu can hear. Vu has very good, like, the Gith Yankai have very good hearing.
Okay, just wondering.
Yeah, Vu is out there. And
Yeah.
Leah, you know that she can hear this.
Okay.
Lilith. So Lilith, she stares at you for a long moment, Hex, and the energy around her, it doesn't dissipate, but she seems to visibly relax. And she says, "Yes, the victims shall have their justice as well." And she she seems to, the energy around her seems to funnel into her hand, and she flings it out to the side towards the door.
Oh shit.
It
Who's
goes
over there?
seemingly nobody, but it seems to, it goes through the cracks of the door and dissipates.
What does that mean? What did you just do? What did you just do?
She says, I have dispensed justice for the victims of the families.
Oh shit. Oh shit. She fucking. Wow.
She killed the people that killed the people?
Holy
does that
shit.
I don't
Oh.
understand.
Can I say that as Mavis? Like, did you just kill
So,
your flock?
only the ones in the vanguard. Those were the ones that killed. The ones that destroyed.
Yo, I fucking love her.
Can we take one step back? I am getting stressed. What did all of your flock come up here to do? What were they doing? What was your instruction to them?
They came up here. I told them that Waits Cronlo is responsible for our hardships. They came up here for his head as well.
You put them in danger.
I didn't do anything that they didn't want. They didn't have to come up here. They came because they believed.
In what you told them.
Yes. I never lied.
I don't think you have the full picture. I don't think we do either. But I think you brought your followers, your flock, up here on a mission that was selfish. And you put them in danger, and you put people that I care about in danger here. I want us to... Everything that I said to you is true. Everything that I've said is true. I still think that we have the same goal. I want to see your vision. I want to see the afflicted freed. I don't think the current situation makes any sense for anyone involved. And if you have a solution, I'm all ears, and we're a team. We're a family. But I cannot ignore the fact that you're not putting their best interest in you're not considering their safety. This was a move that didn't consider their safety. How can you want to free them and also be totally okay with them dying?
We already died.
Okay, but I think that you should go back to Corpse Town. We will meet you there. I cannot protect you from whatever justice my father wants to find. But what I can do is get to you first and try to figure this out before he figures it out. I want to see everyone safe and comfortable and happy and freed. That includes you. But I won't participate in moving large quantities of people, dead or alive, into dangerous situations for a conflict that is just yours, or just mine, or just our families.
If you can't protect us from your father, then we must protect ourselves. You understand this, right? You can't just send us back home waiting for the hammer to fall. I need a guarantee. I will need insurance. And at that, William stands up.
Fucking goddamn! I was about to.
And he walks over to Lilith. And he says, I know my father doesn't really care about me, but I know he cares about our name. And if you have me as a hostage,
Don't do this.
Belly,
Don't do this.
Belly, please.
Yeah, well, don't
No.
do this.
I have
Don't do
nothing here.
That's not true. That's not true.
What do I have?
Don't do this. You have me. All of us are your friends. You're part of this family. You're my best friend. Don't do this. You're not a hostage. Also, I don't think, objectively, just logically speaking, I also don't think this is a good plan.
There's only one way this works.
I disagree.
Daddy would never invade Corpse Town if he knew that a Krunlo's life was on the line. You know
I
it.
think that might be true, but I think you're the wrong Krunlo.
So Lilith looks at you and she says, "Are you willing to take your brother's place?"
I would just like to say one more time this is an objectively not smart plan. But I'm on your side. And I'll be your assurance.
I want to look at Lilith and ask her, just like straight up, you will make sure Belle won't be harmed, right?
I give you my word. There is no force in all of affliction that will harm her, so long as she is in my care. And so long as Waits Krunlo is not a fucking idiot.
I don't think your word is good enough for me. What are you gonna give us in return?
That's my best friend.
Will is just like,
I can have two. I can have like 5 at least, okay?
Wait.
Oh, immediately.
that's so funny.
Anyways.
So Lilith says to you, Leo, she says, "What could I give you, other than my word? What have I left to lose?"
I don't know. Question. She have like. Oh no, never mind. I don't need a question.
Okay.
I don't think. Yeah, no, just the last time she was. Yeah. What about that violin of yours?
She flicks her wrist, and the violin flies from the other side of the table with the bow into her outstretched hands. And she puts them down on the table, across from each other. She says, "They're yours, Elf."
Question.
It's
I thought
Leah.
those were Will's violin and bow.
They are. You're correct.
Okay.
Then where was her? Wait, she was playing his?
She was
Yeah.
playing his, yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay, no. I thought they were hers.
Can two
What
of
did
us
she
go?
play?
So she hasn't played anything, well, besides the violin so far. But you know that she can, from what you know from Mavis, she can play several instruments.
Yeah.
I thought it was hers.
Mavis, are you asking that?
Yeah.
She says, I'd love to take you with me, Mavis.
Then I'll go too. We can both go.
Very well. She raises her arms up, and this energy swirls around her.
I'm gonna cast message.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Who are you casting a message to?
Ooh. I'm gonna cast message to Leah,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say, trust me, but don't trust my father. Protect Will.
I'm gonna say Will is begging you to not do this.
I can after the message because I can't cast it back. I don't. Have
You can-
that
you can
so
respond.
You
You
can
can
send a
respond
little
once.
reply.
Oh, I can?
Yeah, yeah. Message is like
Leah still wouldn't
25
do that,
words,
though,
25
'cause
words.
she's-
Okay.
She doesn't do magic.
Great.
So, except for what Celia has given her.
Beautiful.
So she just looks at Val and goes, like, just like the slightest, like, little nod. Just so
Nice.
you can see that she
Hell yeah.
saw.
Lilith changes back into the leader of the Church of the Living.
Oh, I forgot.
Damn. It's not that bad.
No,
looking.
because that's pretty bad.
Oh.
Especially in comparison.
It's like the SpongeBob movie when he takes off the hat.
Bald.
Bald.
No.
Oh yeah.
God.
So yeah, Will, he's like holding onto your sleeves, Belle. He's like, please don't do this. They need you here. Daddy needs you here. Your friends need you here. Just let me go. I'm not important here. I can't do anything.
You're so wrong. You're so wrong. Although that is a really good energy to bring to Dad. Just, okay?
Okay.
And I want to.
I believe in you. I 100% believe in you. You'll be okay. Keep my friends safe. But also 100%, again, this whole I don't matter, bring that energy to Dad 100%. He's going to love that. Make sure you tell him exactly where I am. Well, or don't. Just make sure to tell him that it's important that he does nothing in order to keep me safe. I believe in you. I don't doubt you for even a second.
Okay. I love you, Belly, and I hope you know what you're doing.
I do.
Hex, is there anything you'd like to say to your companions before they leave?
So the plan is that they are going
Is this the worst idea?
They're going with Lilith
Yeah.
in order to
And the
ensure
flock.
that Waits doesn't come
Kill
after
everyone in
Lilith.
Corpse Town.
Kill everyone in Corpse Town.
But we're looking for a cure to everybody in Corpse Town,
Bingo.
which the cure might also kill. My understanding as Sebastian is like, if we find the cure to them, surely they die.
All
Like-
of them.
Maybe. I mean, we don't even know what the affliction is at this point.
Right.
Though
I have an
you
idea.
all did have a postman.
We had a
about it,
postmonition,
We have a
yeah,
postmonition.
which we did not tell.
which
We
you
have
did
not
not
talked
tell her
about.
about.
We did not tell her about.
She's kind of pushing us. Well, okay, here's the thing.
I don't think she has to know that
We
right
convinced
now,
her
though.
to.
Yeah.
We convinced her away from like waiting
Killing
here
my-
for Waits and killing your dad
Sure.
immediately.
Which also, just to be so, because like, she'd kill my dad and also like everyone. Because it's not like my dad's coming home with 0 guards. You know what I mean? Anyways,
Right.
Yeah, I think that the key thing is we need to get the entire, because there's a huge flock of afflicted all here with us right
Yeah.
now. right?
Yeah.
Like not in this room, but they're all here. And I don't really care that Lilith is here, like that's fine, but my goal is to get the entire group away, which is back to Corpse Town, so that things appear chill and fine and good, so that we can work out the solution to the afflicted with Lilith, and she will only go back to Corpse Town. My understanding is she'll only bring everyone back to Corpse Town if we go as like a protection
Guarantee. Yeah.
So
then
you have to, like, you staying here, you have to make sure that Waits does not send people to kill everyone in Corpse Town because I'm the risk.
Right before you leave, then, I'll say, I'll look at Belle and Mavis. And I said, "Don't worry, I won't be far behind." And I immediately begin looking around for the rest of our party, Vu and the Delvers, mostly Vu, and also Kale, because I sent Bill, right, to go find the vault.
Yep.
Yeah, Bill
yes, you
and
did.
Vu and all of them to go find
Yes, you
them.
did. Yes, you
So
did.
that's what I would be doing. I will tell them that before they leave, and then immediately look for Vu and Kale. Hex's mindset in this point right now, I don't think Hex thinks this is a great idea, but I also think that Hex has the thought of the person who would know how, like, the nature of the affliction and how to end the curse is Waits, and or it's somewhere in this manor, like it's somewhere in this keep. And so if they're away and we're not, like, fighting everybody, I might as well use this time to try to find the answer to
not
this
the music for this
question, and get out my banjo with my new squirrel
Do a little
friends
dance
and-
with Will.
No, this
They
is
leave and we're like,
we're at
finally.
the bottom of the playlist, and at that, I'm like, that's not
Starts
this.
to get
This
a
ain't
little
it, pal.
silly.
This ain't it. I'm so sorry, Hex.
I'm gonna open up a pet shop and welcome on over to Hex's.
Holy shit. I'm sorry. Please go on, Hex.
No, that's essentially
Yeah.
that's my thinking of, like, what next for Hex is find the answer that we've been looking for as to how we stop the affliction, and my best guess is to find the vault or whatever vault and search that with Kale and Vu and Leah.
And I do think it's a good idea for y'all to follow us, but I think the task that we're leaving you with is Waits.
Yes, yeah, we'll
and
handle
also the information. Yeah.
I will try not to kill Waits. Well, I don't know how he's gonna react, so I'll,
Yeah. It's gonna be good.
Do we want to? So, are we walking her down to Corpse Town and then coming back, or are we?
I don't think we're gonna be able to leave her.
You're walking and staying there.
Yeah, I think
So
we're
then,
gonna
are
have
we
to stay
going
with
to come up
Waits.
with
We're
a? So then, are we coming up with, like, a meeting time?
Get here as
Or
soon as you
everyone
can.
to get back up?
It all depends on what me and Hex will do, because we can't really put a time limit on it, unfortunately.
She didn't give you
So,
a time.
No,
so we're living down there from now on. Got it.
we'll figure it out.
You're gonna be there for a while,
But we trust each other.
but you trust each other.
We're the best
Yeah,
group we've got.
I trust Belle. I don't trust. Still don't trust Lilith, but I trust Belle. I think.
I trust all of my 4 out of 5 filled.
Well,
bestie
yeah, I trust
slots.
everybody here. Yeah, don't get me wrong. That's not what I'm
Right.
saying. But I mean, I trust what Belle said to me. I should say better than that, and I trust everyone in our group. I think Leah, when Leah felt her locket like get warm because of the seed, I think she kind of has the same thought as Hex, where she wants to try and find, like, why did that start happening when we were talking about all that when the book opened up, and two, like, does that have to do with something that could be, like, I guess not necessarily a cure, but maybe an end to all of this. So she, because of the ley lines and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
You still
So
have
she-
that
yeah.
corruption to deal with as well.
Oh, yeah, boy.
Which I think is intertwined. It's got to be.
Oh,
intertwined.
100%. So that's why she wants to stay. For that
Sick.
reason.
Yeah.
I don't think I think no matter how much she doesn't, she trusts her friends over her friend's judgment over what her body is telling her to like protect everybody and stay. But
Yeah, I totally agree. So we
Split
We
the party.
Yeah.
so-
this is, nothing bad ever happens when you do that.
So we see Mavis and Belle trailing behind the leader of the Church of the Living as the doors fling open and afflicted surround all of you, filling the hallway. Several lay unmoving with sparks of magic around their lifeless bodies, the ones that Lilith had ended. You leave Crunlow Keep. You all begin to march across the Dust Bridge, taking the short way down back to Corpse Town. People are screaming and fleeing as they see bloody afflicted everywhere. We zoom out from here back to Crunlow Keep, where we see Leah and Hex and William scouring Crunlow Keep, trying to find Kale. Vu comes in immediately after. We cut from here to the caves beneath in the hive. We see Waits Crunlow sitting in a chair surrounded by automatons, speaking to a butler. We zoom in through the caves, where we see Aerolith standing with her book, chanting, destroying another Ankeg. They have reached that large area that Hex had discovered with the Queen. She closes her book, looks down, and smiles. And that's where we will end this season, this volume of
Whoa.
Reintarnation.
What?
That was season 2!
We're breaking up the band.
Like story arc. Too.
Arc 2, yeah, Arc 2.
Arc 2.
Bonkers.
Yeah, that was Arc 2.
Did we just make the worst mistake of all time?
We'll find out!
God,
We'll
I
find
hope
out!
so. I mean, that
Oh
was
my
so
God.
fun. I
Yeah.
really wanted.
my
There was a
God.
part
was
of me
fun.
in that, and I don't know if I want to say this right
shit.
now because I definitely still think Hex might want to do this. So maybe I shouldn't say it.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll save it.
Well,
But
write it down.
there was
so
a
you
part
don't
of me
forget.
that was just like Hex needs to do this. Like this is something that Hex wants to do with Lilith. Not don't be gross.
Hey.
Don't be weird out there. But
Yeah, alright.
Hex is, yeah. But yeah, oh man, that's such an
Yeah,
interesting.
nice.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
that was such a cool. I love how
Um,
she fucking called my bluff.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. So
So cool.
we'll go through bond changes now.
Yeah,
We'll start.
They're
We'll start with
bonding
Hex. Actually, let's start with Hex.
Yeah,
You went last
sure.
for fun facts? Yeah, let's start with Hex.
Yeah. And that was totally because that was the order as
That was planned,
predetermined,
yeah.
and not because I
Yeah.
didn't have a fun fact.
Of course. Yeah.
Um,
Any bond changes for you, Hex? Bond establishments? Bond,
yeah, I
whatever?
definitely think there's a large bond change. Like he's always been protective, but like there's this ever present like need for Hex to constantly be ready for whatever's about to pop off and be in a position where he can protect his friends. And I think this is the first time where he's like, oh, these are my friends. Like before it was just like, these are young whippersnappers who I like need to keep from getting killed. Well, most of them. Leah's not.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Leah's 120
But
years
like,
old.
there's still
Don't
whippersnappers,
forget it.
whippersnappers nonetheless. That like I needed to make sure they just stayed alive. And this was the first time where I was just like, oh yeah, I'm like when kind of confronted with like what is my relationship to the Crunlows. It's like, well, no, I'm not one, but I'm a friend to one. So that was like an establishment with Belle. I think seeing Mavis's relation to Lilith and this, there's something in that Hex feels very drawn to and very like solidified in their relationship with Mavis. And like constantly trying to put like, even just moving like the the echo closer to Leah
That
at
was
the
so
end.
funny.
I was just like, in case Lilith pops off, I'm gonna teleport and protect like as much as I can. So like it really just kind of a solidification of all of the bonds
And you
that
know
he's
Leah,
created.
she was ready to pop off, but she
Yeah.
kept it back.
And obviously like the bond with Lilith is interesting because I think there's a lot that Hex feels a lot in common with Lilith, and a lot of like, I think if Hex knew what had happened when it happened to his family, and with the thing that he learned 2 episodes ago about the nature of how he was kind of kidnapped and his family was killed, or his father at least was killed by Vu, like I definitely think he sees, yes, this is probably what I would have done. Like this is probably a version of myself with powers I don't understand, with this vengeance in my heart that probably would have led me down a completely different path. So there is this sort of realization of like, yeah, like, damn kid, I know. Like I like very much has this kind of empathy for Lilith.
Yeah.
But also like wanting to show, and just so cool. Like Hex was like, this is the fine line that you're walking, being so hard-nosed about this justice stuff. And instead of going, oh yeah, no, I shouldn't, I should loosen my grip on that, she goes, no, it's clenched, and I'm going to show you that this is what I believe, and I'm going to kill all the people. It's just so cool. It's like there's no giving up this like sense of justice, which I think is really, really awesome from a character perspective. And Hex is like, fair enough, like, like, you know, it's like, yeah, you walk in a sharp line and you're slitting your people's throats with it. Fucking all right, rock on.
Yeah.
I think that's all I got for Bond.
Hell yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Hex. Thank
Yeah.
you. All right, let's do Mavis next. Any bond changes for you, Mavis?
I think kind of, it's kind of like weird to describe, because with Lilith it's like immediately not I fully trust you, because there's like a little noise in the back of, I think, Mavis's head that's like, well, she could have gotten contact with you this whole time and like at least let you know that she was alive or that she was there. But at the same time, like listening to everything that she had to go through, it's like I can't even imagine the type of like weight must have been on her shoulders, especially because like watching your parents die and then having to like throw them into a hole yourself is like terrible, like absolutely terrible. So I think with Lilith, it's kind of like I trust who she was when I knew her, and I trust who she is right now, because I can tell that she at least has like a sense of, I don't want to say not common sense, but she's being nice-ish to Belle and William. Like she at least isn't being like completely evil or like trying to threaten them. Like even when she was saying like, oh, when I kill your dad, you're going to be in charge and then you can do stuff different. Like she doesn't even want the crown. Like she doesn't even want to be like in charge of the whole city or anything. She just literally wants revenge, and then she wants change for her people or people that are like her. And so there's something about that I think Mavis is like very understanding of, especially because if anyone here also had like a vendetta against somebody because of whatever reason, he would also be like backing them as well. However, I think the relationship with everybody, I don't know. I think everything else is like very cloudy right now. Like Mavis is still friends with everybody and still feels very strongly about like protecting everybody, but there's like more and more happening to where he doesn't really trust their dad, like Mr. Crunlow, Daddy Crunlow, if you will. It's just like more and more things that are adding up That just doesn't make sense.
Mr. Grunlow is so good.
It just doesn't. It's not making any sense, especially when you add in like Olive Williams' pain and frustration.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that man does not sound like a good person. Like doing deals behind our back, kind of like belittling us when we were trying to go save your son. Like it's not making sense to me. So it kind of, I feel like I don't know, we'll see, but there could be a strain eventually because of that, but I think right now everything is fine, and there's just like a lot of love and like weight off of his shoulders because of Lilith being alive and still being like able to see her and talk to her. And I'm glad Will's cool too. So
Yeah,
that's pretty much it. Sorry,
Nice.
That was very long-winded.
That was great. Look, there's bond, like the bond changes at the end. Like, make them as long as you want, because that tells me like what's important to the players, and then it also tells me like what did you get out of this. You know, it's really important. So like, never be ashamed of that. That's awesome.
Okay.
I love that.
Yeah,
That's like
this is
telling your
fire.
DM, "Oh, I took notes today." I'd be like, "Ah, yes, please." Like that's amazing. Great, thank you, Mavis.
Yes.
Leah, any bond changes for you?
Yeah. Well, she is kind of, I think because, don't forget it, she's 120, guys. We've said that how many times this episode? 5, 10?
This is the
Who
fourth.
knows?
Yeah.
Keep track. She may look young, but she's not. I think because she's lived so long, you know, she's seen like how relationships between people, you know, go a lot of the times, and she was thinking the same thing as Mavis was about like, why would Lilith not contact Mavis? You know, like that is so suspicious. That is so suspicious of her. Like that's one of the reasons why she was so like suspicious of her in general. Like, why was she hiding from her one friend that she said that she wanted to like see again, and like, you know, whatever. Like, why were you hiding? And she didn't answer when that kind of, you know, she didn't like answer that question, and she didn't even touch on it. She was really more caring about Cas Crunlow and killing him more than seeing her friend. So that was very suspicious. And that she still does not trust Lilith, so she didn't want to tell her about Celia seed or whatever. That sounds weird. Anyways, the seed that Celia gave me, and then also that doesn't sound great either. Or the ley lines, because she does know that Lilith can see the ley lines because Mavis talks about it, and Mavis can see it too, and they had their little thing with that, so she knows about, as much as Lilith knows about her, she knows about Lilith. So she's very like, I don't like this. That's like the biggest one. Also, not that she was like fully thinking that Cas Crunlow was that's his name, right?
Wait. Cass is the
original.
He wrote the book.
Yeah.
Sorry, wait.
That's
Y'all
okay.
know what I mean. Wait's
Yeah. No, you're good.
Wait,
There's a lot of Crunlows in this camp.
There is a lot.
There's a lot of
There's
Crunlows.
a lot.
Yeah.
Not that she thought that he was like not great or anything. Like she thought he was, but now she's like very suspicious of him too. Like, why are you? What's going on? Like, why are there so many like plot holes here in her brain? So that's like the big ones. Other than that, she's very now like protective over, like, not that she wasn't before, but now she's like super like, okay, we need to like be in contact with like Belle and Mavis, hopefully, like when this is happening, if we can figure out a way, whatever. But she's very nervous about this whole thing. She doesn't think it's a good plan, but she's trusting her friends because she thinks highly of them and respects them, so she's gonna trust what they think and go along with it, like I said, even though her body is telling her, no, get everyone behind you and fight this girl that you don't know. But anyways, Yeah, that's about it.
Nice. That's great. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you, Leah. Last but not least, Belle Crunlow, one of the many Crunlows. Do you have any bond
sorry.
changes for us?
I'm like,
No. Just kidding. Yeah, I do. No, nothing today.
Nah. All right. Well, that was it. Thanks for watching, everyone.
where are my glasses?
I think, okay, first of all, I think, so, like, Belle, obviously, like, again, everyone in the group is a best friend. Like, we're 100% there. That's not changed. That's not going anywhere.
All the things. I love it.
They are. But I think, like, okay, things that stood out to Belle that she really appreciated that everyone did today. First of all, Hex saying that he was a friend to a Crunlow was huge. That was huge. That was, like, so big to her. Yeah, and then also Leah, like, I think, like, Belle knew that Leah was not on board with this plan, particularly at the end, but Leah, like, nodding, like, going along with the admittedly not wise plan that Belle is, like, on board with. Leah's nod also huge, because I think, like Leah is someone that Belle looks up to, because I don't know if you guys know this, but Leah's 120 years old. Had to round it up.
You know.
But Belle knows that, like, Belle looks to Leah as someone who, like, has seen a lot more than she has, who, like, even knows her family better than she does in some ways. Like, Leah has seen so much more, and has seen this city in different, you know, like, different states than it is right now. Like, Leah knows a lot more than Belle does and really ever will. And so to see Leah, like, not think that this is a good plan, but still trust Belle enough to, like, go along with it, that was really, really huge. And I think felt like to Belle a testament of not just our friendship, because, like, your friends will do stupid things for you. Like, best friends do stupid things for their best friends. Like, that's just a reality of being a best friend. Like, sometimes when you're close enough with someone, it, like, clouds your judgment. But I think that, like, this felt not like a, okay, idiot, I'm gonna do whatever you say. It felt like a, okay, like, we're in this together, which is huge. And then I think, oh man, Mavis. Okay. I think Belle feels like really, I think Belle feels sort of like, she's seeing a side of Mavis that she maybe didn't really understand before today. I think, like, seeing how much Mavis clearly cares for Lilith, and also seeing Mavis not just be like, screw y'all, that's my best friend, goodbye everyone, like, I'm on Lilith's side, the end. Like, that, I think Belle really knows, again, how much people will make poor judgment for the sake of their closest friends and their family. Like, we'll get to poor judgment for the sake of your family in a second, but, like, she knows how much Lilith means to Mavis, and to have Mavis, like, still choose to be not necessarily picking sides, but still to support Belle and all of us is, like, really, really big. So anyways, those are all just things that, like, really stood out to her today. And then I think that there's like erosion in Belle's relationship with her dad that she's avoiding. Like, I think today was, like, I think it's pretty clear that to Belle that her dad is the reason that Lilith and her family was killed. I think that there's, like, no hiding from that fact anymore. But also Belle's, like, struggling with that reality, and also the reality that, like, her dad is her number one champion and cheerleader and has given her everything that she has ever wanted. And not just, like, here's a bunch of silly stuff, has pushed her to be the best version of herself that she could be, has given her all of the education that she could ever have, like has challenged her. And I think like she is not yet sure how to hold both of those truths at the same time in her head, that he's a bad person and also the best person for her. So yeah. And then Lilith, okay, sorry, I know I'm talking so much today.
No, this is good.
Don't apologize.
I think the way that she sees Lilith is basically like, I think it's pretty easy for Belle to trust people. And I think Belle definitely sees Lilith as someone who is truthful, who has deep wounds that she's trying to heal, and also someone who's part of her family, and therefore is someone that she inherently trusts and wants the best for. So Belle is like on board with trusting Lilith pretty instantly, and at the same time has sort of a fear in that she does not understand Lilith's motivation completely, and thinks that there's something that she's missing, but also doesn't really know what to do with that. So
Nice.
yeah.
Nice. Well, great bond changes, everybody. This is like very good. Yeah.
I love the MySpace energy that Belle was giving. I have enough
You're all in my
space
top 8.
in my top friends. No,
Holy
I can make it 16, 24 top friends.
MySpace energy.
You can all be there.
Oh my God. Wow.
I remember going to all my friends' pages and seeing who, if I was in the top, everybody who is the top in mine.
You would all be in my top 8.
Aw.
Thank you.
That's so false.
Oh, I can be delusional and think that's true. Yay, thank
yeah,
you.
that's fine. Yeah.
Well, you mean Hex or Sebastian? Because
Both.
okay.
Obviously, Hex is in my top 4 for this campaign, obviously. But in real life,
before tier lists were a
Obviously.
thing, you were ordering your friends by how much you like them.
no.
I think the fun facts for next session will be like who is in like your top 5 best,
that's
like your
great.
top 10, something like that,
God.
you know? Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
I love
So give some thought about that, because I really like that.
Tyler, did you see today going in the direction that it went?
I
No
had a
way.
combat battle ready. I had a grid ready. I was like, okay, they're gonna fucking kill each other. But no, you talked it out like adults, and that's
It was a
amazing.
persuasion check. It was a persuasion check for
Yeah.
sure.
Persuasion
Had to
check
be.
was definitely helpful.
I did not want to
If the
fight.
persuasion check
But it-
failed, then we would have fought.
It was building everything up to that persuasion check, like everything, and I'd love to talk about this on like after the episode. Like
Yes.
there's a whole thing that leads up to a check
Yeah.
that shapes the entire course of. This is now the 3rd time that this campaign has made a hard right that I was like, all right, I guess we're doing this now. So like,
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting to split the party. Like,
Yeah.
this is
I
great.
really
This
like
is
it, though.
awesome.
I really like
This is
it.
awesome.
I
Yeah.
also loved I'm
The
walking up
lordom.
the table toward as she's crackling that energy. Like that thought of Hex going she doesn't know how to control this in the same way that I don't know how to control my
Yeah.
shit.
We have a
Oh,
lot
I
of
thought that was
shit to
so
unpack.
cool.
Yeah, it's little
Yeah.
bricks being laid down to build the
for
house.
that.
Like,
I just
that's-
wasn't sure if you were there's a world where they don't fight.
Yeah, I'll never force a combat.
Sure,
you know, but I was ready.
I really thought we were gonna die today.
I was waiting for the and she explodes with chaotic energy
Yeah.
and roll initiative. That's why
I would have been bursting into tears. I did not want to fight. That was why I was so scared going into this. I was really nervous that we were gonna have to fight, and then I'm like, oh,
kill Lilith.
Mavis is gonna panic, and
I don't want to kill Lilith. I think I want to.
Oh, I'm
I
so
just-
proud of us.
I have so much. I have so many ideas.
Yeah, this was an amazing session and an amazing wrap to the 2nd arc. We're in arc 3 now, and we're starting with there's
With a
so
split
much.
party.
There's so much to do. I'm very excited. This is gonna be really cool. I think there might be 4 arcs now. This has changed things. You know,
When you hard turn so
we just tacked
far,
7
you add an
sessions
extra
onto
arc.
the campaign. I think
more
because of this.
content, more content.
Yeah.
It's because we
10
just
arcs.
never.
Yeah,
it's
10
because we
arcs,
were
yeah.
supposed to ever end this game, though.
Yeah,
10
yeah.
of them.
Yeah, that's, yeah. Good. All right, well,
Anyways.
thanks for watching. Thanks for playing, everyone. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. And we'll see you all next arc.
Yee.
Bye.
Bye.